On the island of Hispaniola, both Haiti and the Dominican Republic are trying to balance human development with sustainable coastal ecosystems. Counterpart is supporting innovative programs in both countries to help conserve mangroves and the livelihoods of local community.
The economic situation in Haiti, as most people know, is quite dire. Most people are surviving on the equivalent of what would be maybe $1 or $2 US a day. FoProBiM's mission is primarily to help protect and manage coastal and marine resources, primarily in Haiti, but throughout the Caribbean. We're looking to help the economic situation for local inhabitants, protect the fisheries, increase fisheries production, protect mangrove areas, and try to engage in activities which are environmentally sustainable. Through the Caribbean Coastal Community Small Grants Program, which we received through Counterpart and the Fondation, we were able to increase the amount of children who participated in the educational activities at the schools. We were able to increase the amount of beehives, which we were able to install in the communities. And we were able to increase the amount of mangroves that we'll be replanting in a lot of these areas. The mangroves provide places for the fish to go and reproduce, along with other services such as protecting the coastline from storms, from wind. What we're primarily doing right now is replanting the same types of mangroves in the same areas where they're already growing.
Bon, li bon pour nous parce que il y a gros cyclone vent, nos pays li pas trop bon pour nous parce que l'a crasé qu'importe cyclone qui vient nous pas gain. Tout monde te gain gros pied, misère, obligé faire moun yo couper yo. Voilà. Pour yo vivre.
Pour moi même ça pas d'accord un problème pour moi parce que c'est lui même qui plus facile bon la caille moi capable faire. M'bagan qui possible capable faire quoi bon malheureux. C'est lui même qui plus profit ou capable faire 50 gouttes plus facile. C'est pas vrai ou t'aller faire mon pas un côté pour faire profit pour faire l'autre cob facile. Moi j'ai deux petites. Moi j'ai 3 ans, une j'ai 11 ans. C'était pour même travail avec moi m'ba important pour ta faire même travail ensemble avec. C'est peut-être ça m'a prédit peut-être que demain si Dieu veut m'a prédit m'a continuer avec à l'école. Peut-être que demain si Dieu veut yo te canon l'autre fonction. Mais fonction m'a fait ba d'argent moi-même pour là-dedans.
The charcoal production boils down to an economic necessity and a lack of alternatives. We're trying to link the production of honey with the replanting of mangroves in various communities. So the community will see that there's an added value to protecting the mangroves because it's providing something sustainable and durable in the form of an alternative income generating activity, which would be the honey.
On dit ensemble aux environs 37 pour Akaye. Et me gain plus encore pour Prince, mais c'était sous Dokai. On perdu près de 50 pour Port-au-Prince parce que les tremblements de terre là, plus fort à côté Kai, te gain sous Dokai. Et on connaît un peu le Kai vient craser que vient pas gain. Et avec FoProBiM te gain aux environs ça 20 mais sous ça qu'aime de gain. Depuis que j'ai commencé avec FoProBiM, les bonnes ordonnances pour me gagner équipement et plus riche encore pour faire des informations pour l'autre monde tout. Et on peut mettre moi pour encore faire ça, faire riche encore parce que me fait construire riche tout.
C'est une faire formation pour eux. Comme former technicien comme nous fait que faire une pour FoProBiM là. Moi nous fait séminaire pour FoProBiM, nous former plusieurs jeunes pour FoProBiM. Ça veut dire que c'est former moun yo, parler avec eux, chita la caillou, dans habitation yo, dans foyer yo, faire réunion avec eux.
While the value of mangrove is understood locally, we are only beginning to understand their importance in carbon storage. In the Dominican Republic, Counterpart is working with its partner AgroFrontera to help improve community knowledge on the mangrove ecosystem and its carbon storage abilities.
In terms of addressing very, very complex questions facing humanity today in relation to climate change, mitigation, and adaptation, it really does require collaboration between the scientific community and the NGOs. This is the reason why I think that Oregon State University, the Center for International Forestry Research, Counterpart International, and AgroFrontera were such a great global model for addressing complex issues and achieving answers that are of value to policymakers as well as the local communities as well.
Dr. Kaufman is one of the founding scientists in trying to look at how you assess carbon in mangroves. He and colleagues have come up with a protocol that can systematically help not only scientists but also policymakers and government officials to understand how to measure the potential of carbon stocks in mangroves.
This was the first study that was able to quantify and measure the carbon stocks in intact mangroves, the variety of types that exist in the Dominican Republic, as well as some of the dominant land uses that have replaced the mangroves, and in this case, shrimp ponds. We found the carbon stocks of the mangroves to be uniformly very high, averaging well over 700 tons of carbon per hectare. The emissions, the potential emissions that come from these actual measurements are anywhere from 2,000 to 3,500 megagrams of CO2 per hectare when you convert a mangrove to a shrimp pond. These are remarkably high.
Soy de aquí de esta zona y paseaba por los mangles por fuera, pero en sí conocer de los aspectos científicos del mangle, la importancia que tienen los mangles, de fijar ese carbón azul que tiene un valor cuantioso para mi zona. Yo como ingeniero agrónomo, estaba acostumbrado a hacer muestreo de suelo a nivel de finca en la parcela, pero nunca había hecho muestra en los manglares y veo, o sea, son muchas de las cosas que aprendí en este poco tiempo.
Blue carbon is a term that captures the carbon that is sequestered in coastal ecosystems, like mangroves, seagrass beds, and salt marshes. These ecosystems are incredibly powerful in terms of storing carbon, but they're harder to understand.
Once you start to draw attention to the science of conservation, you get these side benefits of giving government agencies more of an incentive to conserve. And I think that this project goes a long way in helping policymakers understand that there is an intrinsic value to conserve the mangroves. Sound science, compelling ecological story often translates into a compelling social story and an economic story.
With the support of Counterpart International and its partners, local communities are learning new ways to support healthy mangroves and vibrant coastal communities.